What if a man walked off a flight, handed over a passport from a country that doesn't exist, and then vanished from a locked hotel room overnight? This is the legend of the man from Taured, a story that blurs the line between reality, deception, and the unknown. Tokyo, 1954. A sweltering summer afternoon at Haneda International Airport. Passengers shuffle through immigration, routine, uneventful, until one man steps up to the counter. He's polite, well-dressed, middle-aged. His passport looks legitimate, full of stamps from countries across Europe. But then the officer pauses. The passport lists a nation no one's ever heard of, Taured. The traveler insists it's real. He says Taured has existed for over 1,000 years, nestled between France and Spain. When shown a world map, he points confidently to Andorra, then frowns in disbelief. On his map, that land was Taured. He thinks someone's playing a trick. The officials, meanwhile, suspect fraud, or worse. They detain him overnight for questioning. He's placed in a high-floor hotel room near the airport. 2 guards stand watch. No balcony, no escape route. But by morning, he's gone. And so are his papers. No signs of forced entry, no witnesses. The man from Taured has vanished. For decades, people have tried to explain what happened. Some claim he was a traveler from a parallel universe where history unfolded differently, where Taured really existed. Others say he was a time traveler, a man from the future or a past that never was, accidentally dropped into 1954 Tokyo. There are even whispers of government cover-ups, secret agencies hiding evidence of interdimensional experiments. But here's the thing. No official report from Japan in 1954 mentions a missing foreigner. No newspaper archive lists the event. No record at all supports that anyone disappeared from Haneda that year. So, where did this story actually come from? It turns out there was a man, but not from another world, from a prison cell. John Allen Kuchar Zegrus, arrested in Tokyo in 1959, a master forger, a storyteller, a globe-trotting con artist. He carried a fake passport claiming citizenship from a nation called Taured, or Taured, stamped in a fake capital called Tamanrasset, deep in the Sahara. Zegrus traveled freely for years, convincing customs agents with his confident lies. But in Japan, he slipped. He tried to cash fake checks, was caught, and finally confessed. In court, he spun wild tales that he was an American pilot, a CIA agent, even a spy working for Egypt's President Nasser. None of it checked out. In 1960, Tokyo courts sentenced him to 1 year in prison. During sentencing, Zegrus attempted suicide in the courtroom using a piece of broken glass, but survived. After serving his time, he was deported. He disappeared from public records soon after, and that vacuum of information was all the world needed to invent a legend. In the early 1960s, newspapers in Canada and the UK published fragments of the Zegrus case. One headline read, "The man with his own country." They repeated his bizarre claim of being from Taured, and the name stuck. Then, decades later, a 1981 anthology called The Directory of Possibilities reprinted the story, but changed the date to 1954 and added the vanishing hotel twist. By the 1990s and 2000s, as the internet rediscovered Taured, bloggers and mystery sites filled in the blanks with dramatic flair, maps, guards, missing files, and theories about time travel, portals, and secret experiments. Piece by piece, a documented fraudster story transformed into an urban legend that millions still believe. The man from Taured survives because it taps into something primal, the idea that the world isn't fully mapped, that the borders of reality might not be fixed after all. It's comforting and thrilling to imagine that someone, somewhere, has accidentally crossed over. But the truth is probably far simpler. A clever forger, a lost-in-translation headline, and decades of retelling. So, was he a traveler from another dimension, or just a man who forged his own country? Maybe both, depending on how much mystery you need the world to hold. Because sometimes the strangest stories aren't proof that reality is broken, they're proof that we'll do anything to believe it might be. If you enjoyed unraveling this mystery, drop a like, subscribe for more world legends, and tell me in the comments, what do you believe happened to the man from Taured?